Hello, hello, hello. I have returned to do some very dumb resetting. Last time we left off on 1550. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Seems like my left 3DS crashed. I have to restart that one. Just gonna do more of the same old, nothing special, nothing new. Oh, thank you for the follow. I think the music is a little bit loud. Turn down a little bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and reset some more Pokemons. Nothing special, nothing new. We're just gonna add 2 on the count. Gonna start the timer. See how far our sanity has depleted. As you can see, already 18 hours. Added a new hat on Chimchar since last time. Maybe 500 resets. Gonna add a new hat to Chimchar. Appease the Chimchar overlords and yeah, I put on a I put on a Sinnoh jazz arrangement that felt pretty fitting, you know. We're resetting in Sinnoh, the start of our Sinnoh adventure, so might as well. I hope everyone's start of the week has been nice. Working is very, very much fun. You know, at least we got time for some nice hobbies right now. Like masochistically resetting a game from 20 years ago to see some shiny grass. Good spending of my free time. Kind of chill. No high stakes, like high stakes Metabots gameplay. My friend Go has been recently started streaming, which I helped set up. Very much enjoying seeing him stream. Very fun. If you look on my my Twitch page and you scroll a little bit down, you can see their channels. Definitely check them out. They're a cute tiger. But they said they might drop by later today, so it's always nice to have good friends. I was thinking of setting up another DS for today. Maybe on using a Pokemon Pearl copy, but it'd be so desynced because like conversation timer is so much longer. Not really worth it. And I don't have free hands to press through the conversation. I'm not that great at multitasking. Apparently you can like control DSs with one DS. But I don't know how you do that if you're supposed to like have a chip built in, like the capture card we're doing right now. But maybe something interesting to look for. Sure. More DSs means more resets, means quicker shiny. But it is a marathon, not a sprint. No? This will definitely be the most insane reset shiny we're gonna do. Because the other ones are way quicker. It takes like almost a minute to see. To get a little bit further, for example, you turn a forest where you get 2 encounters. 2 DSs, which means 4 encounters. Gonna go like way quicker. Male turtwig, and another male turtwig. Fortunate. Also tried to install editing software last week. See if I can like edit some clips, but quite difficult because I've never edited anything in my life before. And also hearing your own voice back is always a strange experience. I don't know if other people have that as well, but like if you're listening back to your own voice, I usually kind of cringe, but always doesn't like sound like yourself the way you hear yourself, but then hearing it back recorded is just super different. I don't know. Especially if I wanna like, you know, edit these kind of things down is gonna be a challenge for me. First how to edit, and then also, you know, you have to replay hearing yourself constantly. Make a good edit. That's the second challenge. Maybe even the most difficult one. Okay. More male turtwigs. We hope to see some Yuri turtwig soon. Lesbian turtwigs. You don't see them the entire stream. I just have to keep going. Not going to give up without turtwig Yuri. I'll draw them kissing. Gonna shoot to a battle. Or whatever. Not like we're gonna battle anyway. I'm just gonna run away. I see my non-shiny turtwigs. Yep. If you enjoy this kind of music, definitely check out Insane in the Rain on YouTube. Because these covers are by. He is really good at making, you know, video game songs into nice jazz arrangements. I really listened to him since he basically started his YouTube channel, so. He also arranged some music for the newest Pokemon Legends ZA, which is very exciting to see him do. Him moving up in the world from just YouTube covers to actually working on the Pokemon series. Same was with Toby Fox, going from Undertale, also arranging some Pokemon songs. Did a few for Sword and Shield. And I think he also did for ZA, so that's very exciting. Male Turtwig. And another Male Turtwig. Unlucky. Wonder, sorry. Wonder what hour we're gonna end on, because we're already like at 18 hours. It's only 1500 resets. As you can see, odds are 8192. So you know, this could just be a 100-hour hunt. You could literally play a AAA game like probably twice before I get my sparkly, shiny grass. But you know, who's really winning? Not sure if it's me. $1568. We're never able to hit 67 or 69. We're going in increments of 2, which is kind of sad. But you know, having to call out 67 and 69 every time, every 100. Maybe for the best. maybe it's for the best. Should also start looking into how, you know, chatbots work for me and for my friend Gogo. I think she would also appreciate that. Can do a lot of it with, you know, setting up commands if people have questions. If a Discord, they can link to it. Again, like if you scroll down a bit, you can see like I have a VOD channel. If you want to watch my VODs, I don't think they're that interesting, but if you really need something on the background, but immediately link it. It's you know, a chatbot is very nice. Can also help with auto moderation. So far, I only saw 2 bots who were swiftly banned, trying to sell me viewers. But I also had another, I think was like a chatbot joining, who tried to sell me AI art, which I kind of trolled them, kind of leading them around the bush. That was very interesting. I'm very much AI art. That shit can fuck right off. Support artist. But I don't think that's a, a strange take. Support real artists, not AI artists. Don't think I'm saying anything controversial right there. Support real shiny hunters, not AI shiny hunters. They're gonna come for our jobs as well. They're gonna AI generate shiny hunts, and I'm gonna be out of a job. The AI bros are coming for us. Professor Rowan and Lucas are gonna be waiting in the lab for at least 100 hours, and we just never show up. My grass needs to sparkle, else it isn't good enough for me. Else it goes into the trash. See. I haven't even seen emo turtwigs. Okay. Already getting closer to 1600. Nice. So far, I think I'm on a pretty good pace on setting 1,000 encounters per week. I started last Thursday, or the first day before it. I started the first day like 2 weeks ago, kinda. 1.5 in a week and a half. How you say it? So if I do 200 resets per day, and I have like 2 more streams, right? And on first day, when I've been streaming 2 weeks, I should be at 2,000. Meaning in 8 weeks. In 8 weeks, I should have a shiny. Very realistic. Well, not really in 8 weeks, it's in 6 more weeks, because I've been going for 2 weeks. Small details. Let's see. Male turtwig and another male turtwig. Really getting no bitches right now. No female turtwigs, no bitches. They're scared of me. Maybe because it isn't June, it's not Pride Month. The female turtwigs do not want me. Honestly, even after 2 weeks, I still haven't decided on a name for Turtwig, if we get him. If anyone has a good suggestion for this shiny green leaf, let me know. I usually go into the direction of naming it to mythical creatures, like gods and stuff. I always found that very interesting. So I used to play the MOBA Smite a whole bunch, so I really liked that. Also just the third person, which I didn't enjoy about League before. I just really like the, you know, the god indirections, the different ones. You get to learn a little bit of mythology while you play video games. I was also quite good at it. I played in a little team. Didn't, like, really win anything or qualify for anything, but, you know, we played. Eventually, a friend of mine, which I started my first team with, was playing top lane, for if you know League. Went to Smite Worlds. So, you know. Played with some high ballers. Some true professionals. But then I just kind of stopped playing the game because I didn't like the direction they were going in. Oh, there's a female turtwig. There's at least one. A single female turtwig. But now I'm cursed playing League of Legends. Not like it's a curse, but it's definitely, you know, a game to easily get mad at. Which I try not to, but, you know, you're truly competitive and only playing like ranked every day, then it can be get a little intense, which I try not to do anymore. I'm like semi-competitive now with games, where like, you know, I still want to win, but I'm not gonna like fully grind for it. Because I went like kind of crazy in Counter-Strike, like playing every day for multiple hours. Doing like grenades lineups. Yeah, I'm past that. I have high-end rating in MMOs. Now I just do fishing if I ever play them. Fish fear me. I catch all the fish. Could also be a fun shiny to get. Go for some fishing. Quite slow in this game. You go for fishing shinies. There isn't like any chain fishing like they did in X and Y, where it was like extremely easy to get shiny from fishing. You just had to get like 20 fish in a row, and you were pretty much guaranteed a shiny. It was, yeah, that was crazy. These games, though, they're a bit picky with their shinies they gave out. But that's, you know, why also they're more special, kinda, in a way, in these older games. If you see one compared to one you get from Scarlet and Violet, which you just get in 10 minutes, you know. Getting something without a journey makes the reward less fun. Or to put it in a better way, it's a longer journey to get there. It makes the reward even better. Or at least, you know, it should be. Ooh. Jazzy. What's called spotted by the ace trainer. One female turtwig. Unfortunate. No double. I've listened to this this list so much. I really love when you know, artists like this make a soundtrack and then like kind of remaster it. Especially like older ones where, you know, it used to be kind of beeps and boops and they like fully orchestrate it, fully bring out like the song. We have the battle theme. Some good old nostalgia. What do we get for 1588? One female turtwig. We'll take that. Only 5 resets away from 1600 already. Very nice, very nice. Still very far away from getting full odds. I hope to not hit full odds. Because there is another streamer that I'm watching, Party Arlie, I've mentioned it before. But they're still going and they're at almost 12k soft resets and still haven't gotten it. They're 1.5 times the odds of getting one and still haven't gotten it. For her. I believe she'll get it soon. You look at like a, you know, a bell curve. She is like all the way on the end of getting super unlucky. And I hope I won't end up there with super unlucky. I hope to find it before we hit odds. You never know, you never know. We'll definitely at least hit 20 hours today. 20 hours on the clock. Imagine what I could have done in these 20 hours. Could have gone like on a hike or something. Could have, like, I don't know, learned how to draw. Played through Expedition 33 again, maybe? Nah, that's like a 100-hour game. Nah. Crazy. Two more Merle Turtwigs. Reset. 1594. Another one that's gonna be crazy is gonna be the Munchlax hunt. We're gonna have to see. If you don't know how Munchlax works in this game, there are yellow trees, which you can slaughter with honey. And only 4 trees in the entire game can have a Munchlax. And after 6 hours, you slaughter the honey on the tree, you will get an encounter. And there's only 4 trees the Munchlax can be on, and then it's only a 1% encounter. And I want to try shiny hunting this Munchlax. So that might not be part of the region locked challenge I want to do, but, you know, like an overarching like daily checkup. Every day we check the trees, and every day we reapply them, so the day after we can check again and keep going until we find a Munchlax. If you find a Munchlax, and then you transfer your cartridge to the other DS, time will kinda just stop. Time events won't continue, if you transfer your game to the your cartridge to another console until you save again. So every time you like load your cartridge in front of like a shaking tree, those honey trees, the encounter will always be the same, but it will be a different roll for a shiny. So the most difficult part about a shiny Munchlax hunt is finding the initial one. Because after that, it's pretty much just resetting your DS. Because time will pretty much be stopped. But that's one's gonna be way in the future. We're gonna have to see our ID, our trainer ID, and you can put them like in a strange calculator, and that will just magically tell you what your honey trees are for Munchlaxes. But the shiny Munchlax from these games are very rare. Not many people have gone for it because it's just such a absurd challenge. Because there aren't that many ways to, you know, circumvent time travel, as they call it. You know, easy way to, you know what time travel is. Like in Animal Crossing, where you put the clock forward and then like suddenly you're doing like all the events like New Year and stuff. The game recognizes if you've gone ahead and time traveled, and it would just block all timed events, like the honey trees. So unless you have like a DSi, which I do have, but you know it's not gonna be a fun streaming experience. You can keep resetting them. So for now, I think Munchlax might be a daily goal. You know, a daily check-in. Like gacha games have their dailies. My dailies are gonna be checking up on Munchlax and the honey trees. 1600. Nice. I'm gonna have to complete the Pokédex anyway. And eventually maybe even fully shiny hunt the Pokédex in this game. Always been a crazy kind of goal of mine, but you know, it's a crazy goal to go for. You know, I have enough time streaming anyway, sharing my experiences. Might as well, right? Let's see if we get anything special for encounter 1600. Maybe some female turtwigs. Mayhaps. Nope. 2 mil turtwigs. Unlucky. Unlucky. We just continue. Relatively speaking, we're still early in the hunt, you know? We've only been going for half an hour. Anything can happen at any moment. Maybe the shinies were the friends that we made along the way, you know? Something sentimental. I don't know. Ba-da-ba. Let's see. Shiny Turtwig isn't even that crazy different, as you can see by the one bobbing right next to me, bobbing his head to the music. It's a little bit greener, but you know, the grass is always greener on the shiny side, as they famously say. As written by, in The Art of War by Sun Tzu. He definitely said that. I remember that. I read it in class. That's why it's called a zoo. For real, for real. Welcome in the Pokemart. The Jazzy Pokemart, where they sell jazz hands and I don't know, the B movie. The turtwigs set. Also, 15 minutes of 19 hours already. Crazy. Let's see. Thing. We are also only 400 away of choosing a new hat for Right Chimchar. Maybe we could give him a little monocle as well. That could be fun. If you have any hat you want to see on Chimchar, let me know. And one at a time we get to 2,000 encounters. Right Chimchar will rightfully get a new hat. Maybe if I make it 250, every 250, then every stream a new hat gets added. That could also be fun. So they each get 8 hats in total. Or 16, or like... yeah, whatever. I don't want to count or do math in my head. I'm just too... worked the entire day. Time for thinking is over. I just mash A and I reset my 3DSs for the fun of it. From the thick of it, everybody knows, as they say. From the king to the ring or something. What a terrible song that is. Play that one at my funeral. ASI thick of it. And no one will show up. They will all leave. Turtwig, another male turtwig. Unlucky. No female turtwigs in 37 minutes yet. That's a real crime. They ruin. Go, saxophonist, go. Nothing. Plus 2. Plus 2. Hey, Abakrimi. I'm good, I'm good. I am very well. As you can see, I am shiny hunting for a shiny turtwig on, I have my 3DS is right in front of me. It's quite a long reset, but, we're here for the marathon. I hope you are well as well. Having a good day, maybe also doing some shiny hunting, hopefully. As you can see on the timer, we're almost at 19 hours. You're fine as usual? That's very nice to hear. We've been going for quite a bit, but, this is a slow hunt, this one. Not as quick as other soft resets, maybe, but, you do it for the love of the game. And, of course, my favorite starter. Are you also a shiny hunter, or, you just like watching this, maybe? It's 1616. Maybe this will be a special one. Oh, you've shown up. See. What do we get? I'm gonna guess 2 male turtwigs that are non-shiny. It's gonna be a bold claim. And nothing. Later on, I'll be heading back at the SS. I need to continue where I left on Route 47 for shiny Snubble. Ooh, nice. Back on SS, I'm assuming you're playing Generation 3? Generation 3? SSN or Abandoned Ship, maybe? Wait, Route 37. Which one is that? So... yeah, that's Johto. Yeah. That's Heart Gold Soul Silver. Nice. Snubble your favorite Pokemon then? Or are you just doing a shiny challenge yourself? Shiny hold older games like Crystal VC and both Heart Gold Soul Silver. Ooh, that's really cool. That's really cool. One of my goals is to eventually hunt for the Celebi on the Crystal Virtual Console. That's like the only really way to get it, right? But that's a tough hunt. That's a tough hunt. Ole, Ho-Oh, Alcremie, and Suicune. I mean, those are some really good options. Ho-Oh is definitely one of the best shinies they've made. So, but yeah, depending how it might go, you might also see some shiny hunting on Virtual Console here. I want to eventually get a full living shiny dex. I have a normal living dex. But, going out the way to get all the cool shinies is definitely on my agenda. But I'm honestly quite a new streamer, so, I got time to pretty much do anything I want. I've also done a bit of, shiny and Heart Gold Soul Silver, especially the starters, because they're, a really good beginner shiny hunt. And I got 2 Chikoritas, which unfortunately Chikorita is my least favorite starter of Johto, but a shiny is a shiny. I'm not gonna say no. That's 2 of the 3 of the evolution for my living shiny deck, so I can never complain. I do really love the Poké Radar in Generation 4. In X and Y, it isn't as good, but it's definitely one of the more fun ways to hunt shinies, I think. Because it involves a little bit of skill and also a bit of luck, but, it's at least way more rewarding than the sandwiches in the newer games. I mean, I think Legends Arceus is also decent. You do get, like, a lot of shinies really fast, but filling out the, your entire decks your research to level 10 to get higher odds is, fun part of it. Maybe I just really love longer grinds. But if you love Alcremie, are you also going to go for every single Alcremie shiny form? Because, like, aren't there like 18 different Alcremie forms? It's like Furfrou, but like even crazier. If you do, big respect. Big respect. I was organizing my my Pokemon home to set up if I eventually start doing living shiny decks, and there's like just like 2 full pages which were empty for like only Alcremie. But I hope your hunts will go well. Alcremie is definitely a cool Pokemon with like the amount of customization you can do to really make it your own. Vision shiny update is at Houndour in the Safari Zone. I had to pause a few of my other designs to the hard blue sparks as a shiny appeared. So I was really gonna fail as I was inside the Safari Ball. I caught in 1 ball. Damn, you do Safari Zone hunts? I watched a little bit when Absol plays as a Safari Week. But that's like even crazier because like you're never guaranteed to catch it and it can just run away. My heart would actually break if like you find a shiny and it's running away because it's like you're on a timer of 4 turns. Wow, I'm so impressed. That's really cool. Yeah, Safari hunts are crazy. The Safari in Diamond and Pearl isn't as great, so I might have to play through Hard Gold, Soul Silver if I want to do some Safari hunts. That is crazy. Gonna have to put that one on my list maybe to go for a you know, a shiny Safari Zone one. They don't really make Safari Zones anymore. Now I think about it, like the newest games just don't have the Safari Zone. Kind of strange how they just up with it, but. You know, I do always kind of go back to the older games. I mean, older feels painful to say, but you know, before they went 3D. Or milk turtwigs, goodbye. Yeah, Safari is crazy. I do have a few, I think from the Safari in Emerald, but Emerald has some very easy RNG manipulations you can do for shiny frames. So I had a very lucky shiny frame early in the Safari. So even though, you know, I didn't get it on my first try, it was an easy reset once you get the rhythm down. With, but I try to usually avoid those kind of hunts because it's like, it's cool, like it's a very cool skill to have, but you know, the hunt is kind of what makes it fun, and that kind of takes out the hunt, makes it a little bit too easy. Because on my other Platinum save, I hunted the shiny Giratina, off resetting, and I got it actually quite fast. I got it in half odds. But, you know, if I was doing that with RNG manipulation, I don't think I would have had as much fun. Because at some time it might get frustrating not hitting your shiny frame. I've done collecting all of the 63 variation of Cream with Sword and Scarlet. Do my favorite, making a return with expansion pass of Scarlet and Violet. Nice, nice. Are they also all shiny? I mean, 63, that means that's all of them, right? That's really cool. I love it when people are like dedicated to a Pokemon. Like there's a guy on I think it might be Sir Toasty on YouTube who like goes and catches Scizor in like every single Pokemon game shiny. I love that dedication. I am personally a Bidoof enjoyer, but he's a little bit easier to get, you know. And I can tell from your name, Abacreamy, that you really love Alcremie, so you can instantly see the love for the Pokemon. Any Pokemon is someone's favorite, which I think is a really cool thought to think about. Like, even though it might not be your favorite, someone Someone will love that Pokemon. Like, for example, my brother's favorite Pokemon is Skrelp. The little poison fish from X and Y. Every single Pokemon has a favorite one. Except maybe, like, I don't know. There are some which are, like, not that many people's favorite. Like the second evolution of, like, Toucan from Sun and Moon. Not sure whose favorite that one. I don't even know the name of it. But everyone has a favorite one. Although, you know, some people's favorite Pokemon I will kind of judge if your favorite is like Vaporeon or like Gardevoir and you're like, you know, a suspicious person. I will judge you for that one. Wonder if they're ever gonna add a new Eevee. It's been such a long time. The last one was Sylveon in X and Y, and that's like 10 years ago. Maybe for the next one we're getting a new Eevee. It's been a while overdue. There's so many types still left that don't have an Eevee. That would be so cool. But it might also be difficult for Game Freak to make a new Eevee that hasn't been made before with the amount of, you know, love Eevee gets and the amount of fan art, that it's not going to be something that exists already. Who knows? I haven't really heard anything about the new Pokemon game yet, which I'm kind of glad about, that they're putting it a little bit longer in the in the cooker. You know, because ZA is a separate team, I think. So more time on the main game than a year, you know, because, you know, Scarlet and Violet wasn't the greatest success, I would call it. I think that game definitely needed not to be released on the Switch 1 and like another like year of development time. But hopefully they make something, you know. I think Scarlet and Violet was a good step in the right direction where they tried something new. And I hope they continue doing that. You know, they try to dare to step a little bit out of the save barriers that they had. Doing something innovative with the series and not just, you know, making a save game to sell merch. I have a lot of complaints about Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's definitely lowest on my list of all the Pokemon games that we've ever played. Once you get a shiny Turtwig, which Ottoman shall be hunted for if it's random found and stuff, reset fishing encounters, etc. I kind of want to do a challenge called Route Locked, which is really inspired by RuneScape, like you know, Extreme Chunk Ironmans, if you know them, where you have to, you know, play. If you get to a new area, you have to complete everything in it. So like catching every Pokemon, collecting every item, fighting every trainer. And I want to combine that with a shiny badge quest. So most likely, my next hunt is gonna be in Eterna Forest when you team up with Cheryl. So you get double encounters. So anything from there would be cool. I have another friend who likes to watch, and their favorite shiny is Wurmple, or like their favorite Pokemon is Wurmple. So I would really love to find a Wurmple to add to the team. And after that, you know, really wanna, you know, see what will be cool, fun, interesting hunts. Like going for a Gibble might be fun. You know, I'd try to experience the most out of the game. Maybe a fishing one, a surfing one, edge hagging. So going for the Togepi shiny might also be very fun. So it's gonna be kind of, you know, come and go. See what I feel like. Maybe even combine hunts. See which one goes faster. I am honestly never really in a hurry, so, you know. If you have like a favorite Pokemon that you think, wow, that would be very cool, while going for like a shiny badge quest, you know, just let me know and I will note it down. And when the time comes when it's like available in that badge split, I can see if it's possible. kind of just want to go through like the entire game, experience everything. Go in every building, explore entire cities, talk to every NPC, battle every NPC, catch every Pokemon. Hey Scroomfy, I lived. Hi. Welcome, Go. I hope you had a nice shower. As you can see, I am still resetting. We've also just passed 19 hours on the timer, so that's also very exciting. Gonna hit 20 hours today, most likely. Might go to 1800 encounters. That could be fun. Yippee! Hey Zaya, welcome back today. I am doing well. I hope you are also doing well. We just passed 19 hours when you joined, so, you know, we are going nice and steady. I hope you pass 2,000 encounters, hopefully, also, in your personal hunt. You're doing good? That's so good to hear. That's so glad to hear. No, not yet. You getting more prepared for your driving test? Got some more driving lessons, maybe? Not crash the car, hopefully. Yeah? Nice. Nice. I am sure of it, you'll pass. I think it's pretty much just locked in. Slowly coming up to 1650. Haven't found Yuri turtwig yet. Quite a shame. Also, if any of you have a funny hat I can put on turtwig once we hit 1750 encounters, just let me know. The last one Zaya put on, it's the feather hat on top of the cowboy hat on the left Chimchar. But, you know, the right Chimchar is only wearing one hat and he's gonna need a new hat soon. So, if you have a hat you want to see, or maybe, you know, an accessory, give Chimchar maybe a monocle, give him a little mustache, let me know. I want to give the Chimchars every 250 encounter something new, you know. Give them something special to keep our sanity safe and appease the Chimchar overlords. Oh, you gotta go? Alright, bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by. I'm really happy that you just came to say hi. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And, you know, maybe I will catch you later this week, hopefully. So, you know, see you later. Let's see. Also, if you are enjoying this music, it was made by an artist on YouTube called Insane in the Rain. They make really amazing jazz arrangements of video game songs. They did the entire soundtrack of, you know, Pokémon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. So, you know, if you enjoy this, please check them out. I'm a big fan of their work. They also worked on Pokémon ZA music. They got hired to do some, you know, some music for that, so they are pretty good. Nice. Oh, we got Zaya just left, and we got turtwig Yuri. I don't know what Yaoi is. Never heard of it. gay turtwig. Let's go. Yeah, they've worked on Legend ZA, so that's really cool to see, like, you know, someone you've been watching online get a big, you know, get hired for a big job. Turtwig, you're a yippee. Yeah, we've been seeing too much Turtwig yaoi. It's you know. Too much yaoi. Need more Yuri. Now imagine if they could like combine it to like a strange like a male and a female together. That sounds maybe a little bit too strange. What do they call it? Yaoi. Yaoi. That sounds so weird. I don't like it. Yeah, it's too different. Yeah, I agree. So weird, right? Imagine not kissing your like the same gender. SMH. Imagine not kissing girls when you're a girl. SMH. Also, how was the rest of your stream yesterday? I wasn't able to catch everything because I was a little bit sick and a little headache, so I went to bed early. Did everything turn out well? Did you make a lot of progress? Did you get a lot of extra friends joining? Because I saw there was quite a few people in there. That was very nice to see again. How long even is the game that you're playing, Metabots? Is it like, you know, a 10-hour game, 20-hour game? How long does it take to beat Metabots? Two mil turtwigs, SMH. It was good. We kept it really nice fuse-wise. I think it was worth 10 average. Nice. Metabot is like really long. I got some progress on the part I really wanted. Nice, nice. You're very cozy, Abra. I see, I see. Or Abba. Abba Creamy. Should I call you Abba? Should I call you Creamy? Should I call you Abba Creamy? According to the how long to beat this average, 53 hours? What the... 53 hours? Holy. That's a long game. Isn't it like a DS game or like a GBA game? Abba or Creamy, if you, whichever you prefer. Alright, I'll just call you Creamy then. Or Abba, depends, I guess. I'll have to see. It's gonna probably be Creamy. That sounds funnier, TBH. My creamy viewers. Damn, but 53 hours for a GBA game. You should start speedrunning that. And then, like, you have to spend 2 entire days playing the game. It's like, you know, your parents leave. They go somewhere for the weekend. They're like, have fun, daughter. Just go play your funny video game, and at the end of the weekend they come back and you're still playing it and you're still not done with the game. You still haven't finished it. Holy. But I mean, she got a lot of nice streams ahead. That's nice. It has so much to do. Nah, I mean, that's fun, right? It means it has a lot of personality. I mean, Pokemon also takes a while to complete. If you want to do everything, which I want to do, so. I want to see if I can complete everything. I'm such an impatient person. Nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. If you're doing what you enjoy, it doesn't matter. Although I don't think, you know, this shiny hunt might be something that you're gonna try out, if I think. I don't think you have the patience to sit here for 100 hours resetting for a shiny grass. But that's why you watch me, right? That's why you get the enjoyment from. We have to make sure I catch when you get it. I mean, it's gonna take a while before I think I get it, but you know, I hope you are here to see it as well as I to see the fruits of my labor, which is resetting the game over and over. But I also want to go like complete, like, you know, the Pokemon Beauty contest you have in this game, and you have the Battle Tower or the Battle Island, which I honestly have never really interacted with, but it would be cool to see it, like, you know, how it works. Become the most beautiful Pokemon trainer in the world. Want to give shiny hunting Feebas? I think you can only get Feebas pretty late in the game. I think that's in Mount Coronet. So that's gonna take a while before, because you need Surf, definitely. So it's after the 6th gym, 5th gym. That might take a while, so you're gonna have to remind me. You're gonna have to remind me when we get there. Because I wanna catch a shiny before every badge we get. So this one, shiny Turtwig is gonna be my shiny for the 1st gym. And then for the 2nd gym is gonna be the one in Eternal Forest. And after that, I kind of want to go and get a Gibble, maybe, because Gibble's super cool. I really love Garchomp. He's one of my favorite pseudo-legendaries. He's kind of big wagon. Gibble, my beloved. Yeah, it gets really blue. It's not even that crazy of a shiny, but... And the chance to get it is, like, very low. He's, like, low encounter rate. But the chance to miss it is pretty huge. But, you know, it's always worth a try. Because in Pokemon Platinum, there's a secret entrance underneath the bridge. If you go down from Eterna Forest to Orbor City, there's like a bicycle road, right? And underneath that road is a secret entrance into Wayward Cave. Not many people like know about, unless you're like know about it, I guess. And you can get a Gibble there. Just as long as it's fun and relaxing for you. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I am having fun resetting the game so far. And that's also because you're here. You're chilling out here talking, which makes it also very enjoyable. And of course, we can switch it up always with like some other games, maybe some variety. You know, maybe we play some Peak together. That could be very fun. Or, you know, I was gonna say you're already a biggest Pokemon trainer. Aww. It's me. Variety streamer. Yeah, I saw a very dumb game. That's pretty much literally what I'm doing right now. It's called Unfair Flips. Have you seen it? The goal of Unfair Flips is basically to hit tails or heads 10 times in a row when you flip a coin. But you start out with like 20% that you like hit heads, and you have to upgrade it by getting money, by getting heads more times in a row. It's pretty much... yeah, the game says unfair flips, so you're pretty much just wasting hours flipping a coin until it gets 10 in a row. But I think that would very much fit, you know, with what I'm doing right here. I also definitely think, you know, streaming might give me an excuse to actually play some games I still have on my backlog, like the Wind Waker, Zelda. Maybe replay, like, you know, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. Just get to 50, either you hit it 10 times in a row or you don't. Can't be that hard. That's so true, Oomphy. That's so true, Oomphy Boomphy. She is so true for that. That's what I'm doing with Metabots, low-key. Yeah, but you have, like, the Metabots expert in your chat helping you, so, like, you know... So the coin flip is a little bit skewed, I think. They know all the best strategies. They know the best ways to date every person in Metabots, I guess. Like it's a dating simulator. I didn't even know there was dating before. Didn't even know you could date a Metabots. So mate, you're a fake fan. Fake fan. Fake fan. Also, 1666. Ooh, spoopy. Ooh, spoopy number. Ooh. So scary. I'm so scared. Ooh. So very spoopy. Let's see. Nope. The number was too scary for anything to shine. They were too scared. I knew it. Faking my SMH. Man, this is such a good list. Looking for a good background music list is quite difficult. I mean, it's kind of easy if you're like going more Nintendo, but you know, copyright issues are never fun if you want to upload it at a later date and point. If you need like some of them, which I use, I can always send them to you if you need something with background music. I just kind of, like what I showed you with my, what's it called? My own Discord server, I just kind of post like things in there so I can use it later. And then somehow I have to make head or tails what the fuck I put down, and if I still remember it with like how I write it. Because I have the small bird brain. In the moment I write something down, I'm like, oh yeah, that's like super logical. I know what that is. And then I look at it the next day, I'm like, what the hell? What did I write there? Maybe I'm not the smartest. Me! Yeah, but you write it down in Japanese. That's different. That's different. You can write it down in Japanese. Watashi wa gomenasai. Then I never remember what I wrote in Japanese either, so I have to translate it. Okay, that's true. That is true. Puts a little funny accent on all your Japanese words, so they're different now. You're not looking, and I put like the little dots above the hiragana. Don't you dare! When you're not looking, I'm instructing Michelle to do it. They're working for me now. They get paid for every dot they put down. Oh no! Oh no! My evil mastermind plan. Now the cat is a gay. It's all going according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan. You know that meme? Everything is going according to Keikaku. Yeah, what can I say? I'm a little bit of a Japanese expert, you know. I know all the Japanese words. I learned hiragana at some point, and I was like, oh my god, and katakana, I was like, oh my god, this is so fun, this makes a lot of sense, and then I got to kanji, and I was like, this doesn't make sense anymore, and then I stopped. And then I stopped. Kanji is such a struggle. How am I supposed to know what the little... Kanji might be hated, yeah. How am I supposed to know what the little scribbles mean, man? I already dropped 2 of the languages that I had in school, because I had 4 languages. My dyslexic ass had to learn 4 languages in school. That shit wasn't fun. You had 4? Yeah, I had 4. So I had Dutch, English, German, and French. And I was better at English than I was at Dutch, because I was, like, terminally online. My grades on English were, like, always, like, pretty high, because I was just so ahead of the curve. Yeah, German is mandatory. French is also mandatory. I mean, it's like the statistic where, like, you know, Dutch people are, like, most people, like, 97% can, like, have conversational English. Will dayo. Ah. Bounce on it crazy style dayo. I see you're, maybe you're a Hanya the Genius watcher, maybe? Perhaps? True. The little kettle. I love Hanya. She's very cute. She's also, like, you know, another girl failure. Which doesn't surprise me for you. I think you really love watching girl failures. Those are, like, I guess your favorite VTuber types. So maybe I can become your favorite VTuber now. I'm very much a big girl failure. I was even a boy failure so bad I became a girl. They're just like me, for real, for real. You already are? Aww. 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 Blushing. Something, I don't know. I don't remember what toggles are which buttons. I tried. Have you ever, like, seen the clip of Hanya finding out who Booby is? Like, Iron Mouse's Booby? That one is so funny. I'm trying to memorize mine, yeah. No, you haven't. It's like she's watching, like, the interview with Booby and Mouse. They're like, wait a minute, I think I know who this is. I found out a big secret, Dayo. It's so funny. The most open secret that Connor is Booby, and she's like, oh my god, I just found something super secret, Dayo. The little kettle. Also getting close to 1700 resets. Wahoo wahoo. The little kettle that could. Yeah. Did you also watch her when she was her PL, her previous life, or not? Were you not watching her back then? Because I think she used to be in Niji Sanji before. Just seen some random clips? Ah, okay, yeah. Ish fair. That is a very fair. Also, go. Do you have a funny hat to put on the right Chimchar once we get to 1750? I want to start putting like a hat every 250 resets on one of the Chimchars. So you could pick out a cool hat or like maybe an accessory like a mustache or like a little beard. Or like a monocle maybe on the right Chimchar. You have a fun idea. 1750. Let me think. Alright, alright. Oh, whoops. My red DS was already so ahead. I will have to be able to find like a nice transparent image for it, but you know, I will see what I can do with my OBS magic. With my years of professional streaming, I can see what I can pull out the magic hat. What about sombrero? Alright. For 1750, we will put a sombrero on the right Chimchar. Also, I decided to wear my beret today instead of my cat ears. I thought I haven't worn it in a while, you know. Unless you prefer the cat ears, perhaps, but I thought it might be a nice switch. Did you have to fit both cat ears into the beret? No, one of them is just like behind my hair. You just can't see it. I tucked it down like on the left here. Also, does it excite you that every single reset has the possibility of you shiny? Like, that is the prospect of exciting? Not really. I'm just kinda not expecting it to happen until, like, you see it shine and then it's cool. Because if you think it will be shiny every time, you get disappointed every time, right? If you don't expect it, then it would be special. And, you know, shiny hunting is best done when you're, like, either, you know, doing something else, watching a series or something, or streaming it yourself and talking with other people, you know. Sometimes it's a difficult thing to do alone. I mean, not difficult. If you're solely only focusing on resetting, it's not quite as interesting. So, you know. It's just like with Metabots, for real. Yeah. Especially if it's a game where, you know, you have to grind a little bit. It can be a little boring if you're doing it alone, but, you know, a good banging jazz playlist and people to talk to while you're doing it makes it a lot of fun. I think so, at least. Also makes for a really interactive stream. True, true, true. Because this is pretty much more like a, you know, a just chatting stream. I am just chatting whatever I want to chat about. Not like we're really talking about, you know, the riveting gameplay that's going on. I think I've been doing a decent job, even if no one is watching, that I just kind of keep yapping so far. Just chatting plus the possibility of Turtle Yuri. You're so true for that. She is so true for that. She is so for real, for real. Everyone wanna chat? I need you to know I'm watching. Oh whoa, he's watching me. Like the famous song where Michael Jackson wasn't credited. Somebody's watching me, and it's you. You're watching me. Hopefully you're only watching when I'm resetting and not like when I'm sleeping or something. If you do, at least, I don't know, tuck me in and tell me a bedtime story. I mean, I do the same when I'm watching you. I'm very bad at chatting, but I am very good at lurking. I just like lurking a lot more. And also, yeah, a lot of people, you know, who were chatting, so I didn't feel as bad of not, you know, chatting myself. +2. Whenever you wake up and you feel like you drool a little, it wasn't your drooling, it was me drooling on your pillow. Aww, Oomphy. For me? All for me? I wanted to say something extremely cursed, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna refrain from saying anything cursed. This is a very normal stream. This is a 18. You're so much better than me. I can't hold myself from saying anything. Yeah, but that also makes it fun, right? That makes it fun when you see someone say unhinged stuff. To normal turtwigs. Yeah, that's probably true. I just noticed I wasn't following on this account. No worries, no worries. Now we have 8 followers. Nice. That's very nice. Which 2 of them are you now, I guess. You're 25% of my following. Oh, whoa. Yippee. I'm doubling so I cash out when you're famous. That is so true. That is so true. I'm actually quite, you know, I'm surprised might not be the right word, but, you know, I've gotten quite a few follows of people that, you know, just randomly stop by and to chat. It's not like only people that I know. There's no you followed twice, Del followed, but other than that, it's pretty much just, you know, random people stopping by who followed. Which I'm very happy by, that people are finding this little space of the internet and enjoyed enough to click follow. Which I am sure you will also get. But I think metabots might be a little bit, harder to get, you know, because the searchability is low. But you still, like, in your first stream, you got someone to join who is really into metabots and he's still joining, which I'm so happy to see about. I'm not surprised at all. I can see how people would get charmed into you quite quickly. Aww. Me not being able to take compliments, so ignoring it. I'm so bad if people give me compliments. I just... It's like when people, like, ask you, like, in a job interview, like, name, like, some good qualities of yourself, and I'm like, but I can't. Wow. That's so difficult. Wow. I fear as well, Metabot is such a small fandom, it's quite dedicated, so maybe who are actually into it, they will see someone streaming. True, true. If you want to market it more, you could also see if there's, like, you know, a Metabot Discord, and you can just post in there like, hey, I am playing Metabots, whoever wants to join. That could also be, because surely there's, like, fandoms of, like, you know, a Discord of Metabots fans. There has to be, like, one for every single, you know, kind of thing. View at the interview. I'm bet everything. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's so me for real. And somehow I still got hired. I post in there, but it's a self-promotion channel, so not a lot of people look in there. I mean, as long as you post in there if you want, you know, people to join, you know, that's already a good step. It is already really good. I've not really posted my stream anywhere except linking it to you, so I'm doing a worse job, I guess, but also 1700 resets. We hit the big 1700. I just think it's also, I don't know, I am bad at asking for attention. Even though streaming is kind of asking for attention, but you know. Soon 700. True, true. Only 5,000 more. Which is like 60 more hours. We can never hit 6767, so... But maybe a special one for that. I will just only do one reset once we get to 6767. So we can also get 6769. I'm very good at demanding attention, which is both good and bad, I think. When it comes to this kind of thing, I guess. That's true, that's true. Because, like, if you are streaming, you are pretty much the middle point of, like, you know, what keeps the stream going. If people want to interact with it, you know, want to stay around. And it's something that I kind of want to learn, you know. Because I used to be, like, the big class clown. Like, middle of attention in, like, elementary school. I was, like, the loud kid. Which you might not be able to imagine, like, right? I was the hyperactive kid. The class clown. But then I kind of, you know, got depressed. And then I mellowed out very much. So I think I do have the potential to, you know, yap on screen. Oh, but I am making a gamble right here. It's 50-50, but I think the shiny will be on the right screen. Alright, you're betting it all on right. I see. I don't think I'm able to make polls yet. I think that's something you have to unlock, but you are able to make, like, with channel points. I think you unlock that with, like, affiliate. One female turtwig. I can kind of see Sharded Pit in you still, though. You still have that very cheery attitude. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying my best. And then we will just see where it goes. Maybe it will go nowhere, but then I still, you know, I got my shiny that I hunted for. And, you know, as we said before, streaming is not something you can get an audience overnight. That's like years of dedication and grinding. I think because like Twitch has such terrible discoverability that the easiest way to really grow an audience is to really also use like YouTube Shorts and TikTok, you know. It's pretty much a lottery. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I've heard that shorts really, like short form content, really help you with discoverability because they just kind of throw it in the algorithm, and if people don't swipe away, it just gets sent everywhere. At Twitch, you really have to seek it out, right? Because I get quite a lot of, you know, VTuber clips on my YouTube page that I've never seen before, which I find new YouTubers through, so... Maybe we do that. We have some pretty funny Metabot short moments. That's nice, yeah. Hardest part is also, you know, editing it, knowing how to edit it. Because, like, as I said, I downloaded some software to edit it, but, you know, I haven't really done it. Ooh, one female. No double female. Yeah, I downloaded DaVinci Resolve. The only thing I ever added was AMVs. How honestly that does not surprise me. You would be the person who would do AMVs. Angel with a shotgun underneath a Naruto fight or something. Yeah, that's you. Nightcore. I see you. I used to refuse to listen at anything unless it had an AMV. You were so deep down. Or maybe you still are. That's my weeb right there. That's my weeb. Also, 15 minutes, and we're officially at 20 hours in the challenge, or like grind maybe. It's worse now, because now I'm a professional weeb, that's so fair. The art of AMVs has truly died, I think. It's a dead art form now. In years, it'll be studied by scholars. The history of AMVs. Professor Gao Gao coming up to have her research paper about AMVs and how it was back in the day. I agree. I think good old AMVs are gone. Like, it still follows from channels, but not the same AMV as like before. Almost lyric videos. I don't remember watching that many AMVs, to be honest. Back in the day, I was more, you know, watching skit comedy on YouTube, like, you know, Smosh. I am a Smosh enjoyer. But I know you stopped watching them after they did a jump scare. I'm gonna put you in a dope AMV. Oh my god. What if we were both in an AMV? Oh, whoa. Me being cringe. I feel you would like some of the old college humor stuff too. Yeah, I loved old college humor. I still love Dropout. Do you also watch Dropout? I haven't been subscribed in a while, but I sometimes see clips of it, and I like subscribe once in a while to watch Game Changer. That is one of the best shows ever made, Game Changer. I could talk about Game Changer for hours. Gao Gao, Ex Vivo Queer Platonic, AMV Evanescence My Immortal Handholding. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I haven't watched it, no. I would really recommend watching Game Changers. You can also watch it illegally online, but, you know, subscribing, you know, is better for the computer. You know? It's basically Game Changer. The idea is that every single episode, the game changes. The contestants have no clue what game they're playing, except the host, Sam Reich, who is the CEO of, who took over College Humor after it failed and turned it into Dropout. They do not know what game they're playing, so it could be like a murder mystery, Sam Says, like other challenges. It's like crazy. I think you might really enjoy it, because you don't know what's coming. Oh god, I've seen clips on TikTok. Yeah, it's. I don't know if you're like in the D&D space. I know like Brandon Lee Mulligan. He's like a really competitive person who always wants to win, and they literally made a game show where he can't win. The entire game shows is that Brandon Lee Mulligan is not allowed to win. There's like another one where like your goal is to get second place. Like first place loses, third place loses, but second place wins. That's how you get the points. It's different every single time. So I would very much recommend if you like that kind of comedy. It's very fun. What servers are they on? Like, where can you see it? So Dropout has their own they have their own streaming service called Dropout TV. But if you, yeah, I could provide you with like some high C's if you really need it, but you know, I'm always there to say, you know, support the artist. Unless you know. But I can link them to you. They have some more like very interesting shows called Very Important People, where Vic Michaelis pretty much like does an interview with random people. Well, it's people from their cast, but their makeup crew puts them in like extreme like weird like costumes and stuff. But the contestants have to keep their eyes closed so they don't see what they turn into until the outfit is done. And then they have to make up a character and they do like a a late night show interview, improvised. It's a lot of improv. It's very fun. I'm not always subscribed to the service, but I usually subscribe like twice a year to catch up every like episode I want to watch, and then I unsubscribe again. There's also some free episodes on their YouTube channel, so you can just check it out for free, a few episodes, and see where you like it. There's also an episode from Game Changer. I also love Taskmaster. Yeah, it's kind of like Taskmaster. I have watched a few. It is very fun. Just a nonsensical... I mean, it's like pure British humor, right? I love Taskmaster. Taskmaster Australia is very funny as well. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched that one. But they're all like free to watch on YouTube, which I really like about Taskmaster. So you don't have to be like subscribed to something. I really appreciate that. My automod has just caught a cheap viewer, streamboo.com. Deny. Thank you, bot, for catching that person trying to sell me viewers. Hell yeah. Good bot, good bot. Let's go, automod. Woo! Like Charlie. That's what we like to see. Woo! That's what it's all about. Eight more minutes and we're gonna get 20 hours. At 20 hours, I am quickly gonna grab a drink. Won't take that long. I'm kind of literally in the kitchen because that was the only place I could put my my desk. So I'm right next to the refrigerator. I grab a medicine in the 20 hours then. That sounds like a really good plan. Because I'm probably only gonna go till 1800 resets. So we did 250 resets then. And that's less than an hour away, so then you can also have a good sleepy sleep. Which is very important. Then you need to get your very sleepy sleep. You can have a beer or a monster from her desk. Yeah. I don't drink beer or have any monsters. I don't really drink that. It's just usually soda. Soda. But it's definitely nice being able to quickly get a drink, especially when talking a lot, because I normally don't even talk a lot. So filling like more than 2 hours with talking is a lot for my voice. Beer's kind of gross, yeah. Beer is gross until you have like 5 of them, and then you don't really taste it anymore, and then you just can't drink it. in my experience. But I always have like terrible hangovers the day after. I can already do beer if I'm drunk, yeah. I preferred hard liquor. Ish fair, like mixing drinks. That is fair. Also, I'm so impressed that, you've streamed, I think, 2 times, right? And you're almost gone for, like, 4+ hours every time. And still able to talk energetically. That's so impressive. You have a strong voice. Because I don't really talk much outside of the day. So for me, like, the most talking I do is when I'm live, and other than, I don't really talk. So maybe this will train my vocal cords more, I guess. I think I'm just a natural born yapper. That's true. Let's see, what do we get? Oh, turtwig. One female. When I was a kid, my parents would sometimes ask me to be quiet because I spoke too much. That was literally my brother, and my brother was that one. But my brother would also be like the nerd, kinda. So like, we would be sitting at the back of the car, and my parents would be talking about something in the back, and he would be playing like on the DS, and like mid-conversation, he would be like, what you said was actually wrong. It's like this, and then just continue playing his game. He was like the young Sheldon, I guess. Actually. Challenge you to a battle. Okay. +2. We love yappers here. That is so true. Streamers are natural born yappers. We yap. I try to do my best to yap. I think it's going pretty decently. You're doing great. Ah, thank you. One thing I'm really trying to do is, like, you know, replying to the message by reading it and then giving my answer. I'm not sure if that's like a good thing, but you know. Makes it feel like I am reading chat out loud. I mean, I am just reading chat out loud, but you know. It might convey it also for people who are not looking at the stream. If you have like people lurking, you know. I could just react to it like, you know, if you say like, I really love Eevee, and I'm like, oh my god, Eevee, wah wah wah. But you know, I think if you're like, say it and then you do your answer reply, it would also work if you're like making clips, right? But also shows that you're paying attention, as you say. Because like, what I've noticed a lot if you're like watching VTuber clips, it's like, my chat said this, and then like you see like the message on screen, and the Twitch streamer's like reading the message and then like doing like a little story. That's usually like how the Twitch clips go. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about that. But I'm just here for the funny, shiny grass at the end of the day. Anything extra like making a clip is just, you know, accidental, I guess. Nope, not at all. I think it's a good thing, to be honest. I try to do the same if possible. That's good to hear, then. I am not completely going crazy, then. I mean, I definitely know I have a single clip I want to make, which is my reaction to getting a shiny, right? I think that's the easiest to do. Other than that, you kind of have to, you know, have a hype moment or something funny happen. But you kind of have to think harder about that, which is difficult for my brain. Also, this, as soon as we see the encounters, I'm gonna quickly grab a drink. I feel my throat is a little bit... Need some water. For sure, I also think it's hard to get clip while just like resetting unless there's an interest storing or something. Yeah. That's good, yeah. That is nothing, but a female turtwig. Alright, give me a single second. It will take less than 5 seconds. closer. Girlfriend experience. ASMR. Or I for you. Um, and I'm back. Perfect. I was thinking maybe also of talking about clips, of making the one where we talked about evolutions. Then we talked a little bit about Vaporeon, Gardevoir, and then Anka. That could be a funny one. Like, you know, the internet ruined my favorite Animal Crossing character. But I watched it back a little bit, and it's gonna be a bit difficult to make it. But I think I'm gonna have to re-record, like, or maybe make it like, you know, this is what happened on the stream, but not really using the clips, because I only read out, like, you know, what was said. Or I only had my responses and not what was said, and I didn't have, like, the little chat on the left, as you see. I think you could take it in a lot of different ways. Yeah. I'm currently have, like, a little Google Docy open to see if I can, you know, write out something like, you know, we were talking about this, and then we talked about things that got ruined by the internet, like my favorite Animal Crossing character, Anka. I think it's like a perfect thing to learn how to use editing tools to make a short, and also how to build, you know, a little story from what happened to stream. So I think it's a pretty good exercise, but, you know, I haven't really had time to do it. And, you know, I have all the VODs where I have it. I have no rush, to be honest. I'd rather take a little bit more time, because I deleted all those AI, what's it called? The words that get put in it, because it was kind of not that great. I thought, you know, yeah. I thought, you know, I didn't really make them, and the words underneath it, what do you call it? Translations. The word translations under it were kind of shite. So I thought, you know, might as well make something myself, which I can say I put work and effort in, and something that I don't feel, like, particularly strong about, you know? Even though it got, like, 0 views, maybe, I would still feel better making something myself than, you know, letting a machine make it, because, you know, then it has, like, no feeling in it, if that makes sense. And although I am not here to get, like, quick growth or something, or, like, you know, make this a full-time job or something, I am doing it because I like doing it. If 50 people are watching, or if 5 people are watching, it honestly doesn't matter for me. That's how I feel as well. Making things yourself also gives a satisfaction. Pretty much. I mean, that's literally what I'm doing right here, right? I am resetting so I get a little bit of extra green pixels for my Pokemon. It is putting in the effort to get, you know, a little bit extra. And I think it is also, like, you know, a nice creative outlet. You can make it the way you have your own humor. Put your jokes in it. Put something creative out there. Even though, you know, it might be complete shit. You didn't take your medicine? Go take your medicine. Go get EP. You smartass. It was too quick with getting my drink. I should have taken longer. SMH. SMH. Also, can you translate my dreams to me? I've had 2 dreams within the last week about losing my hair. One I was balding, the other was I was shaving it off. I think you just really want to go bald. Or maybe you're being haunted by the bald Onis. Because you're learning, like, more Japanese, so the Onis are now coming to, you know... They're coming to haunt you with your bald dreams. You should make an offering of a little bit of hair. So scary. So spooky. Bald Oni. I'm sure you can ward off the bald Onis if you learn a few more kanji this week. I think they'll leave. What if you dream about growing more hair? To counteract one of losing hair. I've had. Do you have to study kanji tomorrow, TBH? Putting it off for a week? SMH. As a professional procrastinator myself, you should do it. Which is very easily said, because I also put off things for a very long time. But I'm good at giving advice that you should do it, right? Hopefully this helps. I will quiz you tomorrow on all the kanji you've learned, so you have pressure to do it now. Hahaha. Oh no. I'm gonna haunt your dreams if you don't learn your kanji, and I'm gonna steal your hair. You have kanji reading exams every course and they suck. I always get so nervous. I can imagine. Unfortunately, it's all part of the learning experience, but you know, I hope they all go well. I challenge you to a battle. But I made it through all so far without having to take any re-exams. Nice, that's really good. That's really good. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. I am very happy for you. It's very difficult learning a new language, so especially one that's so different from, you know, the language we use. Also, one more reset, and right, Imchar will get a sombrero. I'm gonna have to find that one in a bit, but surely there's enough images on Google. Far-fetched from what I learned, but it's very gratifying. Gratifying? As in, like, satisfying or grateful? I'm not sure if I've heard gratifying. Maybe I'm stupid. Yeah, okay, then I'm just stupid. I've learned also a new word today. Let me look up if it's a real word. It probably is. +2. Alright, let me look up a sombrero. Images. Not a very colorful one. I think you'll like this. It's something that causes pleasure or satisfaction or fulfillment. Alright. Now we know. We've learned. The word of the day. The Wordle. We're so good at words here. I know, right? I know, right? Alright, as soon as we see Chimchar, I'm gonna add the sombrero. So I kind of want to see how it looks. He's there. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh, that's very big. Make it smaller. Let's see. Perfect. A little bit bigger. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. You got the perfect drip right there. Well, if he had a shiny turtwig before the end of the stream, then he just has a sombrero, you know. Which I think is a win-win for all of us, if you think about it. If you really think about it. So I wanna increase the hat stack every 250, like they're a Team Fortress player. So eventually we might run out of space for Chimchar to have hats, but then we can add like maybe accessories, you know. You can have a monocle, you can have a mustache, you can have like a little umbrella maybe. We'll just have to see about that. I used to be so upset with TFT hats. Never got that expensive one. I assume you mean TF2. Yeah, same, honestly. I have so many hours in Team Fortress 2. It is kind of crazy. Wait, TF2, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, TF2 hats are just crazy. Let me just pay 1,000 euros for a hat because it has a cool flame on it. That's just madness. It is straight up crazy. Although TFT is also crazy with his cosmetics, to be honest. Like, they're all pretty much like loot box style. You have to roll for it and spend like millions of euros to get one. That is also way too expensive. I only unlocked Gwen because I thought it was really cute. And it was just like one-time buy. I got my chibi. I'm pretty happy with spending too much. Yeah, same. I got a cute chibi Gwen because I think Gwen is pretty cute. And yeah. That's where my spending stops in League of Legends. I don't like spending that much on Fair Blossom Yunara. Yeah, that's a really good one. That one's really good. I'm currently trying to unlock, you know, shiny grass turtwig. But you kind of have to roll for him without spending any money. And as you can see, I've done quite a few rolls. Worst loot box in my life. Don't even get cute anime women from resetting this game. SMH. Is it even worth it? Pokemon Gacha. Imagine if you could get a shiny trainer. Bro, people would never be starting a game. If you could get like, you need to get like a shiny trainer and a shiny starter. You can't, like, you can get both, but you need to fully reset your game to get both at the same time. People would never, you know, be starting their games. Everyone would be stuck at the starting train. I do hope they make a lot of like new improvements to the new Pokemon, because the Legend CA team is a different one from the mainline games, and they're taking a little bit longer to develop the game, which I think is nice. Do you ever play the Pokemon MMO? I have not played it, but I have a friend who played it. It looks pretty cool. I remember there was a similar one on like on the browser where you had like arrow keys where you could move with. It was so old. I played that one for like a little bit. But I've never really played Pokemon. Because you also have Cobblemon in Pokemon or in Minecraft. I think I remember that. I think it had like a reddish background or something. I remember that. He had like the arrow keys which you can move. I don't remember. Maybe I could find like, you know, old pictures of it on the internet. But I'm not sure. That was like so long time ago. Because now I do have the games. So I like if I want to replay it, I can just grab it from my collection, right? I can just grab like a Pokemon Leaf Green or Fire Red and boot it up and start playing. What can I say? I'm a bit of a baller. New Pokemon, I kind of little hope, and I'm sad to say so because they should go back to pixel games. New games don't have the charm I'm looking for. Yeah, same. I think they definitely peaked in Black and White with sprite based. I don't like 3D as much, but you know, I have little hope, but I just hope they put their games in the cooking machine a little bit longer and actually do something innovative. Instead of just rehashing the same old, which I've kind of just been doing, right? But, you know, we'll never know. We could get surprised, but I think it was fine for everything until the end of 3DS. Not a big fan of what's been on the Switch too. Yeah, same. I am the biggest Sword and Shield hater. I hate that game with a passion. There's like so much wrong with that game. Like literally the seventh gym leader, and you're looking at him when he's doing like a concert and his mouth is moving and it's just completely silent. I am just dying of cringe. Dying of cringe right there. There is so much wrong with that game. Yeah, even the Gem 4 remakes were so... Yeah. Really makes me sad. Hopefully, if they do remake Black and White, and Black and White 2, they do a way better job with it. Because they are my favorite games, and I'd be very much disappointed. Knowing them, they're probably gonna split it up in like a Black and White 2. But it would be cool if they like combine it all in like, you know, a single experience. I think that would be the coolest. But, you know, whatever makes more money for the Pokemon company, I guess. It is, the end of the day, how much merch they can sell. But I am wishing they still make, you know, they go on a bigger upwards trend compared to how they're doing right now. I think that'd be nice. I think +2. The move, Jays. Wow. We are at 1766, getting closer to 1800 where I will stop for the day. So that's probably in 22 minutes. I think 2.5 hours is usually when I hit 250 resets. A lot of progress. No. Definitely gonna hit 2000 this week, before first day. I started my hunt on a first day 2 weeks ago. Or like a week and a half ago. Once we hit first day, it's 2 weeks. Since my streaming journey began. And so far, it has been a vibe. Oh my god, happy soon streamiversity. True, true. I heard you say, because I watched a little bit of the end of your stream, that you're gonna stream again tomorrow, so I will 100% tune in tomorrow. But I will probably also start my stream, I guess, around the same time I started today, so I will only be able to catch the first half of it. But I will be watching you. Colon free, smiley face, happy, happy. Hello, female turtwig. I'll make sure to tune in yours too. Not sure if I can have sound on, but I'll make sure to have it to show my supporties. No worries. I do the shame. I do the shame. It's gonna be fun. Gonna see you 100% win in Metabots and not get stuck. For real, for real. Do you already know who you're gonna romance, or if you're gonna do any romance? Because I remember you called one of the characters at the beginning a baddie. So... I'm trying to do the Erica route, but I think I might have messed up sadly. There's only 2 options for romance between 2 10-year-olds. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That really reminds me of like Persona 5, you know, when you're able to romance the teacher. That makes it even better, you know, that meme image. Have you ever played Persona 5? I really love it. Only one female. Turtwig. No Turtwig Yuri. I haven't played any Personas. I really enjoy the characters design go crazy, yeah. If you play Persona, I would recommend probably Persona 5R or Persona 3 Reload. Those are really cool. I mean, the music always goes crazy in it. But it's definitely, you know, a JRPG. Yeah, 4 is also good, but it's the only one that hasn't gotten like a full remake. It's coming soon though. They are working on it. But 3 and 5 are definitely like the ones that people like the most. Because 2 and 1 kind of fall under the Shin Megami Tensei series more than like the actual Persona. Gonna grab a snack real quick. Okay. Go grab snackies. Let's sit up straight. Or gay, I guess. Sit up gay. Uh, Bada, Animal turtwig and a male turtwig plus 2. I'm back. I haven't played any Shin Megami Tensei either. Honestly, same. I've only played Persona 3, 4, and 5. So... But they're like, you know, the staple JRPG, 100-hour game. Also sometimes kind of cringe anime stuff, you know, each episode, but they're really fun turn-based games, I think. Like the only, you know, because we don't really get many turn-based games anymore. I mean, Pokemon is still turn-based, I guess, you know. But we don't really get anything new. Expedition 33 was definitely a nice breath of fresh air for, you know, turn-based gameplay. I've also heard really good stuff about Dragon Quest, and they remade Dragon Quest 1 and 2 in the Octopath Traveler style, which is called like 2.5D. But I haven't, you know, I haven't played them. I really want to try them out. So that's like on my on my very big, you know, to-do list of games that I want to play. But, you know, first I gotta get a shiny Turtwig. I got so much stuff to do. But, you know, we are slowly increasing the number, meaning we are slowly increasing the chance. Or as Baus would say, the chance. Chance. He changed. Swedish. Just like you. Swedish tiger. Also, I love how the the rival trailer is just completely blocked by all the hats that we put up. We don't see the rival, only hats. Oh my god, Schwimdish. That's you. Hat moment. For real, for real. Maybe I should put a cool effect on it, and then like the value of the stream just increases. Put like, you know, a little bit of light on it. Funny hat moment. Which days do you stream, by the way? So if you scroll down a little bit, or if you, I think if you click on my profile, right? Let me see when I do it. If you like, so if you click on my profile picture, you can see home, about, and schedule. And that's where I have put my schedule. But it might not be like 100% accurate, because I might just do like a Tuesday if I just feel like it. Yeah, you can add your schedule if you, you know, want to there. So if people follow you, they know when, you know, they can expect it. So those are the ones that I planned, but, you know, I might easily switch out like a Monday or a Tuesday or do like an X-Ray Tuesday. It's honestly kind of vibe coded. If I feel like streaming and shiny hunting Turtwig, I do it. So yeah. As it should be, yeah, yeah. Because, like, I could do, like, very long, like, you know, 8-hour streams on, like, a weekend, but, you know, then you kind of burn yourself out as well, because these are things you do in, like, short bursts, right? Especially shiny hunting with soft resetting can get boring pretty quickly if you don't keep yourself entertained. And if you force yourself, it's just not as fun, right? Yeah, because all I'm doing is refreshing a game if you really think about it. So, you know. To keep my retention at maximum, I usually do like 200 to 250 soft resets every time, which takes like a little bit more than 2 hours, which I think is a perfect stream amount. You know. Best part is just you have fun. I can have fun with the people chatting. You know, if it's slower activity, I can still yap to myself about my my day, my weekend, and other cringe opinions I have. And that's all you need. That's all you need. I love me some Vivo opinions. Hell yeah. Vote for me in your next election. Me for president. I will make all your dreams come true. Just trust me, bro. Free HRT for cute lesbians. Yep. Or also non-lesbians. Free HRT for everyone who wants it. Hell yeah. Let's see. We're coming up on the list 12 reset. Breaking news, VTubers pushing for forced HRT. Whoa. I didn't say that. Not forcing. You can have it if you want it, but I am not forcing it. Come on now. Oh, we got turtwig Yuri. Let's go. We're talking about HRT, and we got turtwig Yuri. This is pretty much a canon event. We turned the male turtwigs into female turtwigs with HRT. How perfect. Let's fucking go. I love turtwig Yuri. Let's go. Let's see. The final 10 turtwigs we will see for today. Will they give something good? Who knows? Probably not. Probably a whole bunch of nothing. Think. +2. Slowly coming to a close on this stream. Really hoped you enjoyed watching me be a silly little guy, little girl, little gal. I will be back later this week to hold everyone hostage if you want to watch again. Silly little Oomphy? I'm the silliest of little Oompies. So we got a few resets to go through. Maybe we get it. Maybe we pop off pretty hard, but it's unlikely. Got some crazy. Ooh, Team Galactic HQ. Now this is a good track. I'll be here to watch as long as I can make it. Even if you can't make it, the thought that counts is more than enough. No. I am literally here popping off to this music, you know. This is also good company, so. But I always enjoy when you show up. Makes me very happy. Or even if people lurk, you know. You don't have to be an active chatter to enjoy my yapping. Anyone is welcome. Let them make the shiny hunt more enjoyable. Yeah, thank you. One goes so hard. He seems stern and scary. Yeah, whatever, Locke. Just keep yapping like I do. I'm gonna get myself a glass of milkies after this. Yum. Oh yeah, you're a night milk drinker. I remember now. I remember now. A female turtwigs. Hello, goodbye. You are a night milk enjoyer. You go downstairs secretly to the fridge to get a glass of milk while no one is watching. I remember. I might get a little snack myself after this, you know. A little yogurt. Let's see. Can we get anything crazy these last two? Like the saxophone is going crazy in the music. Holy. Ooh. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Oh, I love this music. This music makes me so happy. And there's still another 2 hours left. This one. Or like 1 hour and a half. It's a 4-hour long playlist of the entire OST of Sinnoh. It's so good. As I said before, you know, check out Insane in the Rain, who made this arrangement and music on his channel. A big recommend from me. But, you know, we've hit 1800. This is gonna be the last resets of the stream. And then, you know, I'm gonna call it a night. Gao can get a nice glass of milk, and I can also get myself a snackies. And next stream at 2000, we can add a new hat or accessory to the Chimchars, which is also very exciting. And also, 2000 is close to 1/4 of odds, hitting full odds. So, let's see what we get on the last one. Anything special? Spooky music. Ah, we did not get anything. Unfortunate. Well, this is gonna be it for me for today. I'm gonna stop the timer for now. Pause. Yes, that is it. Thank you so very much for joining. If you were looking or talking, I very much enjoyed your presence. And, you know, I will be back on tomorrow on Tuesday. So, you know, have a great rest of the night. And, you know, see you later. Bye-bye.